Well, we're just out scouting for the next spot.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay in this area for a little while. It is so beautiful. But we're gonna walk down here on the beach and see what we think about staying down here on the beach, or maybe we'll just stay up here in this rocky area. Either one I think will work fine, but you can see down there's quite a few people that are down on the beach. The neat thing is they have even out on the sandy beach, they have some rocky areas.
I like that area right up there. It's got a nice, it will have a nice view out the window.
I'm telling you. And way over there I hear a boat and I can see it barely. So baby, what happened today?
Oh, what happened today? Well, okay, I can tell it. We were parked in a beautiful place in the National Forest, and it happened to be the place where everyone came to sight their rifles, getting ready for deer season or elk season or whatever was coming up. And it didn't really bother us too much. There were people coming every morning, every evening, shooting their guns at their targets and going down and checking them and all that. And that was okay. But then we started thinking tomorrow starts deer season. With a gun. And there will be a lot of inexperienced hunters out there. And we were in the National Forest. So we decided to come to a different location where we thought there might not be any hunters. And so Jim's going to show you where we are now. We came over the line into Idaho, which was about maybe less than 10 miles from where we were.
Probably about 5,
probably about 5. So here we are out here, and he will show you where we are on a lake, looking at the beautiful mountains.
And what happened when I turned off the highway?
Oh, when you turned off the highway. We had already scouted out all the roads to make sure we could get down here okay and everything with the car.
There's only one bad spot.
There was only one bad spot, and it was right at the entrance. And he said, I'll just take it really, really slow. Well, I was behind him driving the car, and he saw in his camera that there was a car behind me coming up pretty fast, and he was real concerned about hurrying up and getting out of my way so that car, I could go on, that car wouldn't hit me. He's always concerned about me. So when he turned that corner, everything flew out of all kinds of cabinets.
Everything.
The milk turned over in the refrigerator, and spilled milk all over the refrigerator, and just a lot of stuff. And a little Pyrex dish came out of the cabinet up there, fell into Maisie's water dish, and broke the water dish. It didn't break the Pyrex dish, but it broke the little water dish.
But we are now in a beautiful place.
Yeah. What a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Where he's going to go out and show you.
Okay, here we are. And Joy made it just fine. And we really, really love this place. Debbie was a little concerned, but I'll tell you what, Joy did so good on this sand. And this is just a sand beach. There's a few rocks every once in a while, but mainly this is just sand, sand, sand. And it is a beautiful, beautiful lake. I think we only have one trailer and we haven't seen anybody there yet, but this is a huge lake, and it is a dispersed camping area. So we have 14 days and we might spend every bit of it here. Usually in the dispersed camping areas, it's a 14-day limit before you need to move somewhere. And boy, I have to say, this place is so beautiful. I hope you can see it. It is gorgeous. And we have more firewood than you can shake a stick at. but we have to check and find out what their policy is on open fire. Now we see a lot of fire rings up and down the beach, but we just want to make sure before we build an open fire or anything, because we always like to make sure that we're complying with all the little rules and everything. So, but there's so much big driftwood and firewood everywhere along this beach. What a beautiful place. Well, this morning we are out for a little walk.
We haven't been able to find a ranger yet to ask how long you can stay, if you can do fires, any of that stuff. We saw one yesterday, but he was going through so quickly.
He was traveling, I'm telling you. He's barreling down this beach. He's wanting to get home. I think he was going hunting today, maybe.
Yeah, beginning the deer season.
So, Miss Debbie, what were you just telling me?
I said it'll be hard to find a place that beats this place. From our understanding, we can stay here 5 nights, I think. We're going to find out for sure from a ranger, but oh my goodness, even 5 nights is just what a blessing to be able to stay here, right here on the beach. We've been watching the birds fly out here, pelicans and gulls and ducks, and the little diving birds that go down and catch fish. It's just beautiful, and the temperature is perfect. This is in Idaho.
It is fabulous. I've certainly enjoyed this morning. No wind.
It's about lunchtime.
Okay, the colors of the water are amazing to me. Right in this area, you have the reflection of the mountains over there. So the water's very green. And then if you look further down here, it's very blue because the wind, there's just a little bit of wind, and it makes ripples in the water, and they reflect the sun. So it's like blue there and green here, which reflecting the mountains. And then again, it's blue back this way, where there's a little more movement in the water. And if you look close, you could see the little waves in the water, tiny, tiny, just little ripples. And this over here is smooth. My baby is doing the dishes. This is the hardest working girl.
Oh boy. Well, I just haven't cleaned up in a little bit. Try to save water and not do dishes too often. Plus, I just made a dessert for Jim.
Woohoo!
So I had extra dishes.
You gonna tell me about that dessert? Oh, we're gonna have to show this one, because this is the best keto dessert. It's my favorite anyway.
Well, yeah, it's kind of just a made-up recipe, really. It has a quart of cream in it that I whip up. It has some sugar-free lemon jello, some lemon juice, some Splenda, cream cheese, and for the crust I use almond flour with a little bit of sugar in it and or a lot sugar, but Splenda. Or you can use, you know, of course, xylitol or whatever you want to use to sweeten it that doesn't have carbs. And keep it in the refrigerator when it gets all
And we'll have
cold.
to show you making this sometime.
Well, maybe so.
It's cool.